Today I wanted to talk about something that a lot of people do not like. That is fog in zombies. Surprisingly, no one really liked it in Call of the Dead. And unsurprisingly, but still surprisingly to me, it wasn't liked in Transit either. I actually have no problem with fog. I think it was great in Call of the Dead, the dynamic weather. Half the time it'll be foggy, the other half it'll be normal, and it's not as bad as everyone makes it out to be. You can still see in front of you. Maybe you're not going to see 50 meters away, but I thought it really did a great atmosphere, especially when you could see George's light just flickering in the distance, and you couldn't see him, but you could still see the light there, and it's like, oh fuck, he's right there. And it was just good. Transit, I liked it even better. And I know people shit on that map and they say the fog is a bad thing, like, oh, the fog is there to hide, how bad the map is and like how it's so cut and paste in between the areas. So what? So what if that is the case? Transit has a great atmosphere. It really conveys that, the world's been nuked, that this is an apocalypse. The fog does that, and going on the bus and just going around and looking around, and you're not seeing in front of you, you're seeing the faint silhouettes of all these trees and all that, and then when you first go out there and you hear those denizen screeches, and as annoying as they are, I'll never forget that moment when I did that, because that was a moment where I thought, holy fuck, like this has actually happened. This is Call of Duty Zombies, and this is actually happening after, the big epic that was Moon, and just stepping out and hearing their screeches, and that instantly conveys to you that is a big no-no. And that's actually a really good game telling or storytelling. Like it's telling you not to go out there. You can go out there, but it's telling you shouldn't, like through game design. I thought that was a really smart choice. And I really enjoyed how the cornfield was out in the fog, and if you were brave enough to go through it, you could find this little Nocturne totem-like building there. Or if you were brave enough, you could step off the bus and find that little shack. Like, I don't know, I just don't find it annoying like other people do. I don't know why, but I just find nothing wrong with it. So if any of you guys really hate the fog, let me know why. I want to understand why people like it, why they don't like it. For Transit, I can kind of understand it. I'm pretty sure everyone will disagree with me on this, but I loved going into the fog and then losing my sense of bearings, because that never happens on any other map. Maybe when you're playing for the first couple of times you don't know where you're going, but with Transit you can still lose your bearings if zombies appear in front of you and you get lost and you have no idea where you're going. I more often than not lose my bearings after I leave the power station and I'm running to either town or the shack, because sometimes I always end up running into that train car and then I just lose my bearings, and then there's zombies around me and I go down, and I'm not mad. I am not mad that I went down, because it was my fault. It was not the game's fault. It was my fault for choosing to take that risk. And I love the feeling that comes with it. I mean, I'm not purposely going to kill myself and purposely going out there, but when I do go out there and it happens, I'm not mad. I love it. But yeah, guys, give me your thoughts on fog. I will see you guys later. Cheers.